You ready for the one and only show, man? Live from Houston, Texas. It's the go-to girl, professional comedian, TV producer, and founder of MarriedDate.com. It's millionaire matchmaker, Amber.
Amber Neal, it is Thursday, so y'all know what that means. It is my personal favorite day of the week because today, sitting on the sexiest single sofa, we have a sexy new single who is single and ready to mingle, baby, okay? But first, let me go ahead and introduce my amazing I just wanted so many good titles for you, DJ Houston. But he is the most in-demand DJ around. He is doing the biggest names in the biz. He has some great announcements he's going to tell you about, some projects that he's working on as well. But today, don't you know what it is? It's time to help the singles with that thirst, okay? Because the thirst is real.
Absolutely, it is real. Man, you know the whole reason we had to get creative and do Thirsty Thursday is because all you thirsty fools are always up in the DMs. You know what I'm saying? So we decided to go ahead and put a whole platform out there that you can act thirsty on.
And we love it though. You know, I don't even like to go to a restaurant and tell the waiter that I'm thirsty anymore because it's like I'm not putting that affirmation over my life, okay? But today, guys, let's welcome our very beautiful, sexist single today. She is the CEO of her own business and her own life. Okay, so y'all welcome Miss Tracy Gladden to the show.
Hey. How are you guys?
Beautiful. Girl, where are you finding your outfits though?
I found this at a little boutique.
What? That's when I met her. She had that outfit on.
I was just about to say that outfit she had on when we met her. It was just fierce.
I was telling him, I'm like, you know, I couldn't rock it as good as her, but
yes, she could.
But you're pow 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 pow. Total package. Yes. Okay, so this is how it's going to work. We've got a couple really funny things to go over. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back and get to know you. We got a bunch of questions for you. And it's just one of those things of a deal breaker. And how it works is, if you want to meet Tracy, you can call into the hotline, 866-479-8752.
Yep.
You can go to the matchmakerhotline.com. Within about a week or so, we'll have a profile up for her so that you can follow her beyond the show, or you can write into the Amber Neal Show or the Matchmaker Hotline on Facebook.
Absolutely. Or if you want to catch any of the old episodes or want to catch this episode at a later time, you can do it via our YouTube channel at the Matchmaker Hotline. Or you can hit us up on the Boss Up Houston Network YouTube channel or the Facebook that we have on Boss Up Houston Network. Or any of the... what's the word? Podcast platforms. I was like, I'm over here trying to say Spotify platforms, like scatterbrain much. Or you can catch us on any of the platforms where you listen to your podcast at. If you are listening after the fact, it does not matter. Give us a call at the 866-479-8752 so that way we can see if we can get you matched up with one of our sexy singles or even our sexy single today, Tracy.
You know, and our phone lines are always open. And Tracy, how it works, if somebody writes in, I'm going to filter them for you.
Okay.
And if I like them for you, then I'll send you out on a date with them, courtesy of the show.
Okay.
The camera crew will follow you from a distance because we want to make sure it's authentic. And then we'll ask you guys, don't do the reveal until you actually come back on the show to find out if it's a match made in Houston. But before we take our first break, I want to go over some really funny slang terms for boyfriend and girlfriend, okay? Now, I want to see if you guys have heard all of these, okay? So I'm going to go in reverse order, and let's see if you guys can get it right. Okay, the first one is, we've all heard somebody say, that's my boo.
Yes.
Right? Y'all, when you hear the word boo, do y'all think it's like casual, or do y'all think they're just dating? Like, when y'all hear the word boo, how do y'all take that?
I take it as casual.
Casual?
People call people boo all the
You're
time.
my boo. You know what I'm saying? You can be a friend. He's my boo.
I say, listen, that was one of the most common words that I said when I was bartending. Hey, boo, what's up, boo? You know, because I'm bad at names, so everybody's boo or love. Those are the two. Hey, love. Hey, boo. You know, those.
So it's more of just a term of endearment that can be applied for any relationship. Okay. I wouldn't recommend you calling that to your boss, okay? Unless you're trying to get a raise. I'm just kidding. The next one, you've heard people say, "Oh, that's my better half."
That's a
Y'all like that? But that's my better half. Like you're basically saying that's my. It's a joke, but
yeah,
that's my better half, right? Mm-hmm. What do y'all think about that?
It's okay.
Do you want somebody to call you their better half?
I mean, honestly, I don't ever really like the word better half. I prefer that's my other half. That's it. Yeah. You know, or partner. Something that I say now is my reverse compliment. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know.
Well, as being a Virgo, I'd love them to call me their better half because we all know that's true. Okay.
Oh, that's right.
You know. Okay. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Okay. Number 3. This is an old school song, "My Girl." You know, that's my girl. That's my dude. It's just more. It's a synonym for girlfriend, boyfriend. What do y'all think about that's my dude? That's my girl. Is that disrespectful?
No, I like that's my girl.
Yeah, that's my girl.
Mm-hmm. I honestly I don't know because I feel like that you're saying that you own somebody when you're saying that, and I don't really like somebody trying to tell me that they own me. Yeah, because you know you're saying that that's my property, that's my girl. You can't you know like so. I mean, and I think that's just maybe you know like. Because it's an older thing, you know, so like older people see it as more of a compliment. The younger generation, we see it more as a, you know, we're rebels. Exactly, we're rebels.
They don't like titles. Yeah, they don't really like titles as much. You know what I do hate though, and this comes from a lot of folks living in the country. That's my old lady.
Oh yeah.
I will punch in your throat.
That's funny because that's what my dad calls my mom. That's my old lady.
No.
And he'll say it in English and Spanish. You know, that's my old lady or that's my vieja.
Another really bad one is, "Oh, that's my ball and chain."
Oh no.
Oh no, honey! I don't like anybody to lock them down where I can put a chain on their leg and they can't. That's like an escape. You know, that's like a prison.
No, that's property.
You know, that's property, right?
Property.
The next one is bae, BAE.
I hate that word. Yeah, hate it so much.
You know what it's an acronym for? BAE. Do you know what that is?
I don't even know what it's supposed to stand for. I just hate it.
It's supposed to. I hate bae. I don't know. It's almost like me, that's a non-committal person that's trying to say that's my baby, but they're not going to claim all the way yet. So, and it's true because the acronym is before anyone else. They ain't saying there ain't other people. They're just saying you're number one in rotation.
See, and that's all the more reason for me to dislike it. You know,
exactly.
I just like it so much because it's like you're just so lazy you can't even say the word babe. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like how all these kids be, you know, like instead of saying or instead of laughing, they're like LOL or IRL, and I'm like, can you not just say in real life? Is it that much more difficult to actually say the word instead of the acronym? So to me, I thought, you know, it was just like, it sounds lazy to me. So
that's when you know things are changing. When you see business text coming through with acronyms that is basically just abbreviations for texting, and it's like informal emails, in case anyone's never told you, you should never abbreviate, let alone use an acronym, okay? So that the next one is beau. That's my beau. That's an old-fashioned term for boyfriend, which in French means handsome.
I've never used it.
Beau, that's my beau.
I've never had anybody use it against me.
That was big in the 60s, I think.
I was going to say, I think maybe that's just a little too far out of my age range.
Hey, but honey, let me tell you something. All the fashion that y'all like right now, we invented in the 80s, so don't get it twisted.
Hey, I'm not... No, hold up. I ain't even saying anything like that, because you already know how my stance is. I love the 80s. Like,
make it hot. You know, but that's the thing. You could be the one person to take an old word, and then all of a sudden, before you know it, everybody's doing it.
I mean, of course. I remember, like, back when texting first started, one of the things that I used to do all the time is when I replied to my text messages, instead of K, it was always KK. It was always like that. Yes. Even before it became popular. And then all of a sudden it became popular because I wanted to be different. Okay. I'm always different. Even nowadays, I don't even just say okay, I say okie dokie. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, ask every of them, even when I'm talking, you know, in a professional setting, because I'm a different person. I like to be different. I don't like to be treated like I'm a robot and a machine, and you know. So when I have to sit here and do like everybody else does, it feels too much like machinery. So that's what I used to do, like through text messages, and then it became real big. So I stopped saying KK all the time unless I'm just in a hurry. Then it's KK. Okay, I got you. Because K just means I ain't paying attention. K means it's like, okay, I got your message, but I don't care about it right now. KK is like 10-4, out, Roger, I got you. Okay. It's going down.
Okay, K, I get it. All right, and the next one is bird.
Bird. call me a bird, and I might have to exactly. I'm over here like.
That is British slang for, is she your girl? Is that your bird? Yeah.
No, it's a no for me.
Definitely a no for me too. Call me your bird.
That's too close to chicken head.
Bok chicken.
I'm like, do you see any birds?
Doing the bird. Hey.
Right? Do I have wings and feathers? Like, do I have a beak nose or something? Is
Well,
that
that's what they
say?
do across the pond. Okay, so I don't know. We don't write this stuff. We just deliver the news. Okay, so speaking of the news, guys, catch me back on Fox News tonight at Fox News 26 with my favorite journalist, Isaiah Carey. Today's topic is, it is National Singles Week.
So what a perfect day to be on the sexy single sofa.
And the question is, how in the heck do I date during the pandemic?
You know what?
Got 5 tips for you.
I'm kind of feeling something a little different too. If we can pull it off, because we have 24 hours, it's National Singles Week. So, and I guess it starts today?
It's all week.
So it was all week?
Yeah.
Oh, then we missed the mark. I was going to say, we should do a sexy single sofa every day of the week.
Oh, that would be fun.
But I was thinking if it started today, then we can go all the way till next Thursday. And I'm sure I can book some people.
And I can be here every day.
Tracy's like, I volunteer. I got this.
And one thing about the sexy single sofa, we don't just put anybody on there. Okay, you would have to be eligible to get one of my total package awards to be able to be on the sofa. Like, Absolutely. We're not putting, just like the main thing about matchmaking is not all money is good money. I don't take clients I can't match, I can't help, they want a unicorn, they're unrealistic. But to me, Tracy, you're a total package. So when we come back from break, we're going to get to know Tracy a little bit more and find out what she's looking for, what the hell no deal breakers are, and see if we can help her with, find out even more reasons why she might be single, because she is a total package, but sometimes that's the hard part.
Absolutely. We'll be right back after a word from our friends over at Maridate.
Maridate is for committed couples that are either engaged or married and would like to keep the dating in their marriage, fight for the family, and lower the divorce rate one couple at a time. We plan 30 to 50 events a month that include workshops, seminars, webinars, experts, and events all around town. This is for couples that want to develop friendships with other like-minded couples that take their marriage and vows seriously. We will also be offering premarital help so that you will not be a statistic. Would you and your partner like to take international vacations together with other couples and at group rates? When you are home, you will learn your city as you go to each new event. Your membership includes all of our locations. We take the guesswork out of creating, having, and keeping a strong marriage. Contact us today.
Hey guys, it's your girl matchmaker, comedian Amber Neal, and today I am bringing you my brand new book, hot off the press, guys. I have so many copies of these. Please get one, okay? It is called How My Kitty Betrayed Me, and it's about the women's lib movement and how one thing they don't tell you is, yes, we want money, education, and rights like men, but one thing that the women's rights movement doesn't explain to you is how we're still women. We still attach, we release a chemical in our brain that attaches us to every single person we have sex with. It's called soul ties. And one thing I can tell you that will keep you from your God-given purpose, let your kitty betray you when you get distracted, okay? All I'm trying to say is, you know, we want all the same rights as men, but at the end of the day, picking your partner is the most important decision you'll ever make. And so I challenge you to get a copy of my book today so that you can learn from my mistakes that I made, thinking that, hey, if men can do it, so can we. But trust and believe, after being a single parent for 25 years, your kitty betrayed you, okay? Get your copy today, amberneal.com. Or more information, go to Amber Neal Show on Facebook. Get your copy. I'll be glad to autograph it and send it out to you today. Welcome back into the Amber Neal Show, aka the Matchmaker Hotline, with my co-host DJ Houston.
What's up? We are back for another Thirsty Thursday. And we got a very, very sexy single sitting on a sexy single sofa. Yay. So let me introduce Tracy.
Hi.
As Ever said before commercial break, she is a total package.
Yes.
So now we're going to learn a little bit about Tracy.
Yeah, so, okay, guys, if y'all have never seen the show before, I'm a real matchmaker. I've been doing this 17 years, and my claim to fame is that I've never in 17 years had a divorce client. And so that's where Meridate came from. So if y'all want more information about Meridate, thanks to sponsoring the show today, meridate.com. Coming up a week from this Wednesday, we do have solutions for you singles and you couples. Every Wednesday, you guys can catch me at the Comedy Lounge off 1960. I'm going to be doing a singles mixer at 7, comedy show at 8, and then we're going to empty out, and then we're going to have a 9 o'clock door opens, then we're going to have a 10 o'clock late show just for couples, okay? For more information, y'all go to amberneal.com. Tickets are on sale on my website, and you get both. You get the mix and the mingle, and you get the comedy show for whatever is going on in your life. Single, couple. Hey, you know what? If you meet somebody at the singles event, y'all can stay for the couples event, you know?
Absolutely.
We ain't mad.
Right.
But today we're going to find out about you specifically, right?
Yeah.
So the questions we're asking today on the Sexy Single Sofa is live matchmaking. Nobody else is doing this. So this is what we're offering you guys to show you, because you know people say, oh, you're a matchmaker, that's great, but how the heck does it work? And what you know, most people have heard of a matchmaker. Most people don't know how it works, okay? So we're about to show you.
Or you watch it on television.
Yeah, or you watch that fake scripted. Yeah.
Right.
We are real shows here. We don't do anything fake or scripted.
Exactly. MTV, True TV, all those little dating shows that they got, you know, that's all scripted.
Yeah, you don't want that.
I kind of figured that.
It's so sad because even some of the matchmaking shows are scripted. But okay, let's jump in, Tracy. All right, so we're going to get to know you first. And then at the bottom of the hour, we're going to come back in and talk about how to recognize toxic people in your life. Oof. You probably already know, but we're going to give you some, if you're wondering and you're not sure, we're going to give you some answers. All right, guys, so here, let's jump into it. So, Tracy, tell us how old you are.
49.
49. Girl, where do they bottle? Girl, you better give me that skincare. Where's the product? Go ahead and give me that.
Moisturizer.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you.
Right.
You know, my mom always said, but make sure you moisturize in your face. Okay, so how long have you been single?
For 2 years now.
2 years.
Yes.
Was you married or in a long-term long-term relationship? Okay, how long were y'all together?
10 years.
10 years. How'd you meet?
Out at a party.
At a party. So would you consider yourself an extrovert or introvert? Or both? Or kind of like in the middle?
In the middle.
In the middle. Okay, so you're slow to warm up and then you come out very quickly.
I'm open,
and then you're open. Okay.
Yes.
Would you find that would you say that you're a trusting person or a non-trusting person?
Too trusting.
Okay, so that could be okay. I'm just trying to nail down to why you're single first of all, okay? Because
Yeah.
when you got a total package, it's not the obvious usually.
Right.
What do you do for a career? I know you own your own business, so tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I own a fresh juice business. I started a year ago.
Okay.
I'm into health and fitness and living good.
Yeah, looking fabulous.
Yes,
Right.
I have to. I have a 9-year-old. I got to keep up with her.
Ah, girl.
At 50.
Ooh.
Almost 50 anyway.
Yes. Okay. So tell me about your schedule. Do you have a lot of free time for dating? Do you have time to actually meet people and get out?
I can make time for dating.
Oh, I know that's right.
Ooh.
What they say, we can make time for what we want to
The
do.
things you want to make
the
time
things you
for.
wanted to make time for.
Yes. Okay. What part of town are you in?
I'm in Cinco Ranch.
Would you date somebody more than a 20-mile radius?
Yes, I would.
Oh, see, that's what I'm talking
Look
about.
at that. Well, but you know what though? To be fair,
Yes.
people who
Yes.
usually live out in the country like that are usually. No, I'm just saying.
Country?
Compared to the
compared to
city, I'm like, I live in the city. Sugarland's practically the country. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Once you get out there, you start seeing horses. Okay.
Right, exactly.
Right.
So, to be fair, people who usually live out there are usually willing to travel because they have to travel to the city no matter what to get their day-to-day stuff.
Yeah.
So, to be fair, we can't say that they're geographical, like...
Geographically undesirable.
Exactly. It's just us Houstonians who are stuck inside the city.
Yeah, we ain't driving out. Right?
We're the snobby ones,
But it's true, guys, because actually one of the topics we're talking about tonight on My Appearance on Fox is vaccinated and unvaccinated and how there's already so many divisions with religion, kids, and politics. I've got to add it to my matchmaking form. Are you vaccinated or not? Because believe it or not, I've even had people that are vaccinated, like a client say, is she vaccinated? And I'm like, yeah, thinking that's what he's looking for. He's like, oh, well, she's too stupid to take that vaccine, then I don't want to meet her. And I'm like, what?
Oh.
I mean, when I tell you she was perfect on every level except that one thing. So what's your stance on that? Do you care if they're vaccinated or they are, how do you feel about that?
I'm open.
You're open?
Yes.
Okay.
If they're vaccinated, we can talk about it. Like, why'd you feel the need to get the vaccine?
Exactly.
And if you're not, what's your stance on why you're not getting it?
Right.
You know, so I'm open. It's a conversation.
Yes.
Piece, most definitely.
That part right there is a conversation. Like, I just hate that people sit there and automatically close their mind as soon as they hear what they don't want to hear. It's like, be open. Like, just hear why and then make your decision. Okay? You know, if it was just because they're being a sheep and Trump said go get vaccinated or Biden said go get vaccinated, they would not. Exactly. Or that Harris County's offering $100 to go get vaccinated.
That's hilarious.
You know what I'm saying? So make that decision based off of what they made their decision off of, not just the fact that they decided. Because there are some people who didn't want to lose their jobs. You know what I'm saying? Even though they didn't want to get vaccinated, but
they didn't have a choice.
They didn't have a choice. So, you know, if it's something like that, why not be understanding? We're humans. Sometimes we have to do what we have to do. So I like the fact that she's like, it's a conversation.
Now, you've been a CEO yourself. Yes. I'm sure, I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but most of the time when I have clients that are at that CEO level, they will date people that have a 9-to-5 or a dream as long as they're already in motion or working toward it. Now, then I have other clients that are, it's called equal to or greater than.
Right.
Especially when it comes to money or kids. So you can have as many kids as I have, but not more. You can make as much money as I have, but not less. How do you feel when it comes to money or being an entrepreneur or not?
I definitely don't want them to make less.
Okay, y'all heard her. She said, okay.
It has to be equal or same playing field or more than what I have.
Okay.
We have to be able to strive for something. We have to be able to build an empire together.
Now let me ask you this, because one of the things, my mom, she's the original matchmaker in our family. One of the things she taught me was it's all about where you go to meet people and what you really talk about, what you build your foundation on, right? And it's really, how do you, when you're in your own life without, obviously here, how do you start these conversations to filter your matches to determine they are what you want on equal to or greater than? How do you bring that up? Or is it just the places you go?
It's the places you go.
Yeah.
That's the places you put the environments you put yourself in.
Exactly.
So if you're in Third Ward at D-Bar, you're going to get Third Ward D-Bar.
Right.
If you're at Galleria Moxie's, you're going to get Galleria Moxie's.
See that part. Got you. Yeah, because girl, when I saw you, I was so impressed. I was like, look at her. We got to get her on this sexy single sofa. Because a lot of is how you carry yourself.
Yes.
And the thing is, boundaries in a relationship are very important. So I want to ask you, what's your sign?
I'm a Gemini.
Oh, double trouble.
Okay.
When's your birthday?
June 19th.
My daughter's
so she's a June Gemini. Okay.
My daughter's June 18th.
Is she?
Barely born. I mean, like, literally she was like late at night. But, okay, so we got a Gemini. So have you found any signs that you are on the banned for life list?
Taurus.
Ooh.
Who was it we met at Taurus.
That's our co-host on Friday.
Oh, I mean, okay, Ryan too. Yeah, but we had a sexy single on the sofa the other day that was a Taurus.
Misty.
I was gonna say, was it Misty? Misty was the Taurus. So our last sexy single was a
The women
Taurus.
are fine.
Yeah.
The men are something totally different. We're just gonna leave it there.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So if you're a Taurus, don't write in.
So Ryan, sorry. JK, Ryan, just JK.
Now let me ask you this: what if I called you and I said, "Okay, Tracy, I've got a perfect match, but he's a Taurus."
Well, if you think he's a perfect match, then that's different.
Okay.
I'm speaking for my own self
and
my
what
own
your experiences. Okay.
Yeah. But if you say so, I'll trust you.
Okay. Yeah, because that's part of the matchmaking. The big part of matchmaking, honestly, 70% is the coaching.
Yeah.
Finding out, like, getting you past where you were, what your picker was broken, or what you thought you wanted. Maybe it's your type.
I don't even have a picker. I wasn't born with one.
Okay.
Hey, but that's good in some ways because then you're more open-minded.
Yes.
Because part of my job as a matchmaker is to stretch you into things that maybe your type is what keeps you single.
Yeah, honestly, I know a lot of times the reason you're single is because you haven't found your type. You know, a lot of people just sit there and they're like, it wasn't my type. Okay, but you don't know anything about him as a person. Right. You know what I mean? That could have been your soulmate, but physically looking, it wasn't your type, you know? I've been like, younger me was the same way. Like, I passed up on so many people because I was like, well, that's not my type. And then I stopped saying, well, you know what? Screw type. What about personality?
Yeah.
I think my personality. Because if you're not my personality, your body could be amazing, but you could be dead to me.
I used to feel the same way, and then I started to dig deep within myself. Like, okay, you got to just stop thinking about a type. You could be passing up on something that's amazing. You know, but...
Okay. All right. So we know that she is single, ready to mingle. She's CEO of her own business. She's got a 9-year-old daughter. She is very open-minded, unless you're a Taurus. Now let me ask you this. So the standard deal breakers in today's world are religion, politics, and money, usually. So let me ask you this. Let me go back. I know you're 49, but Janet Jackson had kids in her 50s. So would you be open to more kids, or are you at a hell no? Or are you at a adoption? Like, is there like an area that you're like, that's a deal breaker?
I was gonna say, the looks in her eyes, it looks like she's going for a hell no.
Yeah, tell it, hell no.
Sorry.
No more kids. Okay, got it. Okay. Now, as far as religion, what religion did you grow up? How were you raised? Christian?
Yes.
Okay. And now I know from when I've seen relationships where one was Baptist, one was Catholic, or one was Methodist, one was Church of Christ. Now listen, just because you say you're Christian does not mean you have the same fundamental belief system. Because, for example, if you're Baptist and you believe that you don't have to get baptized, but you believe that just being saved is enough, that's one thing. But if you're a Church of Christ and you think that you have to be baptized in a Church of Christ church or you're going to hell.
Right.
So what religion specifically?
I'm open.
Now you're non-denominational.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay.
Because my daughter just got married to... He's from Africa. So their religion is totally different. And I respect it.
Amen.
I love it. I've met people that's Muslims. Her godmom is Muslim. Okay, so you just never know.
Are you not
forced on me. Yes. As long as it's not forced on me, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Okay. And I like that because, Jacob is Muslim, I'm Christian. But that's the point we're trying to make is that you don't have to be everything the same to get along now. But when it comes down to if y'all were going to try to raise kids together, then I would definitely be more cautious about your belief systems.
Exactly.
But even still, blending families is the number one reason for second marriages to go to divorce is because of the kids. Blending with kids is hard. Yeah. Okay, so she's non-denominational. She's open to whatever your beliefs are as long as you don't try to force yours on her. So I recommend delve into that conversation pretty deep when you get to there. Now, like the vaccine, politics are dividing us. And what are politics really? Politics really it goes deeper, it goes back to a reflection of our religious beliefs. Politics is nothing more than your value system. Yep. Should people be able to do this? Should people not? Right? So, how do you identify, or should I say, if you don't want to answer, how do you? Is there a deal breaker of somebody a political affiliation that you're like?
Depends on their character and what they believe in. If they're a Democrat or they're, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's their character and how they treat situations.
See, I like that because I can say I'm a Christian all day, but if I don't show you that,
exactly,
it's something different.
You turn people off because I can label myself whatever I want to label myself.
Exactly,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
But if you don't practice what you label yourself as, then you ain't that. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
saying? There you go. She
said over here.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, so we talked about that. We talked about distance. Did you have any questions you want to jump in?
Well, you did ask her what zodiac sign is an absolute no. But is there a zodiac sign that you have found that you've been like, you're close to perfect?
No.
No.
My paper's off, remember?
Hey, but just because your paper's off doesn't mean that you ain't. Because listen, their personality could have been there, but there could have been another issue that, you know what I'm saying? So,
their mom or somebody.
Right. Like, I've dated a lot of different spectrums, and I know, I know certain type that I'm like, okay, I've learned I can't date you, but I've also learned, there's a certain type that, okay, you're fun in that area, and then, there's, this section here has, they had good personality, so if I can combine, these two, or, so, is there something that, because everybody remembers their worst, but do you ever remember the best ones that you dated,
Libra.
Of course, of course. And honestly, though, it's because Libras and Geminis get along so well. Yeah. It's because y'all have this exactly. Y'all have that split personality where y'all can go to two different spectrums real quick. Exactly, and then we're there to keep you balanced. My mom's a Gemini, so my whole life I've been and I've also found with Virgos too. I get along with Virgos very well because they have. they're so outreached, which is what I like to be, but I give them that balance to pull them back in, and they give me the balance to want to be that wild side, you know? So I've found that there's certain signs that I work well with, you know, so she works well with Geminis. So if you're Gemini, you got a little bit more of a chance, okay?
Or
Libra, you know.
I'm not saying that we're all into astrology. Some people, you know, it's for fun, but there's some truth to it. Because the truth is, you might be a Taurus with a Libra rising. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could be, you could have, because like my Achilles heel when I was dating was, I always attract Virgos.
Really?
My 3 biggest relationships in life were Virgos. And it's interesting because I love them, but it's like, you know, that's what they say, opposites attract, even though studies show they don't stay together. Right. But too much alike can also be a problem as well.
Absolutely. You know, I've been down that road because I've tried to date like other Libras. And yes, it's so harmonizing and so great, but then it's like,
after a while.
This is bored. Exactly. You're too much like me. I need somebody to
spice it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get it.
So let me ask you this: what are some of your favorite things to do in your free time?
I like to read a lot. I'm researching since I have my own business.
Yeah.
I'm always trying to find a better way to make something different.
I love that.
So I'm always reading.
Okay.
Spending time with my baby.
Mm-hmm. Do you like to travel?
I do love to travel.
You got a bucket list?
Yes, I do.
Ooh, I
want to go to the Maldives.
Ooh, me too.
Ooh, my daughter just went for her honeymoon.
Now, I recommend if you're a little shy when you first start dating, that's a great conversation to start with. What's on your bucket list?
What's on your bucket list?
Because people don't care about anything but the experiences of life. That's what this is really about. It's not the car you drove, the house you had, even the business you had.
Right.
Even your kids. It's really about what your experiences are in life. And if you're the kind of person who loves to travel and they're a couch potato, you need to find out up front. Do you have a bucket list? No. Okay, bye.
Absolutely.
You know, because if you're adventurous, you're not going to enjoy being with somebody who's
right.
Spontaneous too.
Yeah,
so,
spontaneous.
Yeah, call me like I'm at your house in 20 minutes. I'm like, okay, I'm outside.
Hey guys, I have a little tip for you ladies. You know those electric hair razors they have for guys' heads? Keep one on hand, so if you get that last minute sexy conversation, like I'm on my way, run that thing on your leg.
Okay, so
you won't be as close as the razor, but it's quicker to get in the shower.
So where was this on Tuesday's show for life hacks? You know what I'm saying? Like that's a little life hack.
Better late than never, right? Because what you don't want to do, listen, I cannot stress this enough. Whatever you did to get them, you got to continue. If you make them sexy, smooth, and fabulous, stay that way because you got to remember every time they leave the house, they're comparing you with everybody they see. And if you just get lazy and comfortable and you start wearing your sensible mom jeans or letting your hair grow out so long you can braid it, that ain't sexy. Okay? That is what I call relationship fraud. If you look sexy when you first get in with them and then you let yourself go and you blow up looking like a balloon. Now granted, studies show that people do gain gain weight their first year of marriage. They get comfortable, right? But don't ever I don't care if you're together 50 years, don't ever get too comfortable in your relationship to a point that you just like, I got that. They ain't going nowhere. Look at me. Look at you. He's looking at her.
But you know what? And that's what happens. This tends to happen a lot, which is one of the reasons why Married Date was created.
Exactly.
So that way you can keep the romance and the dating alive because a lot of people just feel like after they get married, they don't have to put the effort into dating anymore. Because we're no longer dating. We're married. I got you. You're locked down.
Stuff like that. Yes. I do romantic dates.
Right. I hate when I get into a relationship.
Yes, I
am. Hopeless romantic.
Look at that. I mean, and I wish I could find a hopeless romantic too because it's one of those things you're like.
You did date Gemini.
I know. I know. I just, Geminis aren't the easiest to find anymore.
No, I know. But I think
a
June Gemini.
Right.
A June Gemini.
I don't know. May Geminis are okay too.
No, they're not. No. June Gemini. Okay.
We're the best.
It's like Virgo September. I can't love y'all, but no. August Virgo.
I totally feel what you're saying though, because it's like after you get into that relationship, they get so comfortable, and you're like, but when we were dating, it was so much more fun. We were spontaneous. We went to movies, did this. You would set up roses and stuff. Yeah, exactly. You get boring. They get comfortable.
Yeah.
People are disillusioned with dating. People are disillusioned with marriage. They think it's going to be this fireworks and You got to put in the work, though. You got to make the effort, and whatever you did to get them, you got to maintain, and that's why Married Date is involved, because now that women are CEOs, we have to work. We're not fixing to work, take care of the kids, do everything ourselves, but we don't have time to create the romance. Nobody has time to create the romance.
Absolutely.
So that's what we do. After up to 50 events a month for couples, we're creating the romance. We're helping you meet friends that are like-minded.
Right.
So that's trying to pull you away.
Yeah.
If you're really committed.
So so it's beautiful because here at the show, we get to have the Thursdays where we get to match you up.
Yes.
We get to find you a boo, and then once we find you a boo, we get to help you keep your boo by joining in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
one last question, then we got to take a break. We're gonna come back, and also we're gonna talk about how to recognize toxic people in your life. Real quick, last question is relationship goal. Marriage. Long term. Okay, marriage. Okay, guys. She is looking for a Boaz, not broke ass, lying ass, cheating ass. Okay. So when we come back, we're gonna jump into our topic today: how to recognize that toxic person in your life. And tonight, catch me on Fox 26 with Isaiah talking about dating tips during the pandemic.
Absolutely, and don't forget that the Matchmaker Hotline is open. So if y'all guys have some questions for Tracy, you want to meet Tracy, or you got any questions about the show or toxic advice next segment, give us a call at 866-479-8752, and we'll be right back after our word from our friends over at Married Date.
Wanna be a boss? You're watching Boss Up Houston Network. It's Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up, and boss up.
Married Date is for committed couples that are either engaged or married and would like to keep the dating in their marriage, fight for the family, and lower the divorce rate one couple at a time. We plan 30 to 50 events a month that include workshops, seminars, webinars, experts, and events all around town. This is for couples that want to develop friendships with other like-minded couples that take their marriage and vows seriously. We will also be offering premarital help so that you will not be a statistic. Would you and your partner like to take international vacations together with other couples and at group rates? When you are home, you will learn your city as you go to each new event. Your membership includes all of our locations. We take the guesswork out of creating, having, and keeping a strong marriage. Contact us today.
Hey guys, it's your girl matchmaker, comedian Amber Neal, and today I am bringing you my brand new book, hot off the press, guys. I have so many copies of these. Please get one, okay? It is called How My Kitty Betrayed Me, and it's about the women's lib movement and how one thing they don't tell you is, yes, we want money, education, and rights like men, but one thing that the women's rights movement doesn't explain to you is how we're still women. We still attach. We release a chemical in our brain that attaches us to every single person we have sex with. It's called soul ties. And one thing I can tell you that will keep you from your God-given purpose, let your kitty betray you when you get distracted, okay? All I'm trying to say is, we want all the same rights as men, but at the end of the day, picking your partner is the most important decision you'll ever make. And so I challenge you to get a copy of my book today so that you can learn from my mistakes that I made, thinking that, hey, if men can do it, so can we. But trust and believe, after being a single parent for 25 years, your kitty betrayed you, okay? Get your copy today, amberneal.com. Or more information, go to Amber Neal Show on Facebook. Get your copy. I'll be glad to autograph it and send it out to you today. Hey guys, it's your girl matchmaker comedian Amber Neal. It is Thirsty Thursdays with my sexy single co-host DJ Houston.
I was like, wait a minute. When did she become a co-host? Did you just fire me?
No, I'm just doing a double the work right now because you are single. So
you're not supposed to know that. I was like,
it's okay.
Listen, if I let everybody know I'm single, the DMs are gonna get flooded, and I ain't trying to have that.
And it's okay, and you tell them just like she's gonna tell them. You contact Amber, okay? And somebody's car alarm's going off out the window.
Yeah, I was like, who breaking in over here?
They're like, I want to be on the sofa.
I promise we're not in the hood, okay?
All right, guys. So we're gonna jump into our last topic real quick. Today we're visiting with Tracy. She is our sexy single sofa. Not contestant, what's the right word? Candidate. You know, she's out there to get out there and let you know she is single and ready to mingle. And at the end of the show, we're going to have her look into the camera and tell her new man what it is he's going to get when he gets her as his wife. Okay, so let's jump in, finish this segment real quick, and then we're going to do that, and then we're going to be out of here. Okay, guys. How to recognize a toxic person in your life. The good news about this is you can't get to 18 without experiencing some of this anyway. And as you get older, you just get wiser to identifying those patterns and habits, and you believe it. And then you also get to a wisdom age if you stop thinking you can change somebody.
Absolutely.
You know, that's the number one thing I see women doing is, he's got, no.
But you know what though? It ain't just women. Men be trying to do the same thing.
Women
Men like their
worst about it.
I was like, I don't know. Men like their projects
Trust
too.
me.
You know what I'm saying? It's just when they have a project, they usually got a side chick on the. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That ain't a project.
And that's the thing, guys. You know, but it makes me think about like some of the things we're talking about with sex and casual sex of when to sleep with somebody. That's the thing. Don't feel pressured that if I don't sleep with them, he's going to go sleep with somebody else. You know. Bye.
Right?
Bye. Trust me, if a man is really in love with you, he is going to come after you, and horses can keep you apart, okay? So, all right, guys, we're going to jump in. But how to recognize a toxic person in your life? Number one, they leave you feeling emotionally exhausted after every single encounter with them. You just feel depleted. You experienced that?
Yes.
How do you handle that? Do you just like, boy, bye? Or do you just, how many chances are you going to give somebody to keep exhausting you mentally and emotionally?
I think I just shut down.
You shut down?
Yeah.
That's true. That's Gemini. Yep. That's true.
I don't want to be bothered.
What about you? What do you do when they leave you exhausted? Like every time you get on the phone, you're like, ah, you know.
Oh, you again.
It's hard. It's a hard.
Yeah.
Hard way to. I don't really have an answer for that because it's one of those things where I'm like.
You just don't answer.
Sometimes I just don't answer. It kind of depends on like the real relationship of that person,
True.
you know, like
That's true.
because I am one that I understand that people can be toxic at moments and have bad times, and I try to forgive them. But there's also a point where I'm like, all right, this is too much, and then I just, you know what I'm saying, like. Yeah. So that's hard to ask.
How can you determine toxic and narcissist?
Well,
a narcissist is toxic.
A narcissist, well, it's very specific though. A narcissist will love bomb the hell out of you. Okay. They will come in, oh my God, you're the love of my life. Okay. You are beautiful. Let's get married. They will rush the relationship. Okay. That's the number one sign to see a narcissist is they will rush a relationship. Mm-hmm. They can only keep that mask on so long. Okay. So they're going to love bomb you to death, and then they're going to flip it up on you, and all of a sudden you're going to be the crazy one. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But we probably should have another show on that because that is a lot of people are experiencing narcissism, especially in today's world where the selfie is what everybody does, which is cool. It's fine, but there's even science and psychology tells you there's a limited number of selfies a person should take a year before it's unhealthy, but it can get into that category. But selfies are normal. It's just when you live for that.
When I can look through your camera roll and there's 200 selfies taken today alone. Yeah. You got a problem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I barely take one a month. Yeah. Just saying.
Well, okay, so let's jump into the next one. Now, I take about 300 a month, but only one gets out. Now, the next one is...
You feel as though you are walking on eggshells around them frequently. So it's like, you just try to bring up a casual conversation or just ask an easy question like, do we need milk today? But you feel like you got to really tiptoe like, hey, hey, let me butter you up real quick before I ask you if we ran out of milk and you lose your crap.
Exactly.
That's what, you know, that's a sign of a major toxic person, someone that really needs healing, you know, because if you can't even ask a simple question that you need to know to get through your daily life, it's a problem. It really is a big problem.
And that's the thing with you being a Gemini, you're going to avoid conflict. Yes. You're going to shut down. Mm-hmm. So I think somebody that puts you on eggshells, that's going to be a disastrous relationship anyway, just because you're not going to confront them with that, and you're going to keep letting them do that, and until you finally blow up and gone. You may not even blow up. You may just like all of a sudden Tracy gone.
I'm out.
Where's Tracy? Oh, don't worry about it. Yeah. Okay. The next one is that how to recognize somebody that's toxic in your life. The next one is that they comment on the smallest flaws or perceived imperfection all the time. Now that could be that's borderline. Narcissists do that too, but just in general, they're toxic because here's what it boils down to, guys. You're either healed or unhealed. Or you're on the way to healing, right? Mm-hmm. Once you learn to put people in the category of healed or unhealed, you will stop getting offended, taking things personal, and realizing that people judge others how they see themselves. Yeah. What they're really telling you when they're judging you for every perfection and flaw is they're looking at them and they're putting it on you, so you hope you don't see as them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Well, good. I love that. And that's what, you guys, all relationships are mirrors for us. They're mirrors to let us know, to gauge, because I know, and the reverse of that is true, where I've felt like I've been healed, but then I'll meet the wrong person, and they take me right back to that toxic behavior that I used to do. Yeah. And that's how I realized, okay, if somebody's going to pull me out of where I've advanced spiritually and pull me back to my old self, that's a clue they're toxic. And you don't want to be around that. You need people that are going to support your growth and support your journey, right?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
Don't you hate that when somebody tries to remind you of who you used to be?
Yes.
Or, if you've grown, you've made changes, they're trying to tell you what you always been. You don't know me since yesterday. My growth came so fast, I changed since 24 hours ago.
Exactly.
You think you know me, but you don't.
Exactly.
Boo. Okay, boo. Or
bang. Get out of here. Go.
What's the next one?
So another way to recognize if you have a toxic person in your life is, you can really never do anything or say anything and it's good enough for them. Yeah. No matter what it is. I mean, you could have their whole house clean. You could have cooked them dinner. You could have had their bourbon waiting when they got through the door, and they'd walk in and say, "Oh, but you didn't take out the trash." Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a total toxic person right there. Yeah. Instead of saying, "Oh my God, you did all this for me, and just to make my day a little bit easier, let me take out the trash."
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what a narcissist will do is that they will go cheat on you with the type of person they told you they don't want you like. Isn't that some craziness, though?
Yes.
And then if you have your hair, like you're like, oh, you like my hair? They're like, well, your hair. Let's say your hair. They're like, oh my God, I love your hair. When they first meet you, all of a sudden, are you still gonna wear your hair like that? Right. Because it'll whatever they compliment you will become the insult. And I swear they will gaslight you so hard they'll make you think that you're the crazy one.
Yes.
And you're like, and if they do something to make you have a trust issue, then they're gonna throw it on you like you're insecure.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, narcissists. Oh. Girl, we're going to have to do a whole show on this one.
Yes.
Okay. Right now we're running out of time, so we're going to do these last two real quick. Signs you're dating a toxic person is that they blame you or others for everything and every circumstance in their life. Everything. So any negative feelings they have, any kind of circumstances they got going on, they're a victim. They never can be self-aware enough to own that, hey, maybe I did that.
Never take responsibility.
Right?
Mm-hmm. I know plenty of them people. Yeah, exactly. I knew plenty of them people. They gone now. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And as the new ones pop up, I say, oh, that's how you going to be? Bye. My door's closed. Okay. I know they said this open door policy crap, but that ain't me when it comes to people like that. All right, it's bye. And the last sign to know if you've got a toxic person in your life is they violate your boundaries. They can never ever respect the word no. Yeah. If you say it, they're just like, no, you mean yes, right?
Right.
Yes.
You're tripping.
And if they get mad, that means they're trying to manipulate you. A real person will respect your boundaries.
Absolutely.
Somebody trying to manipulate will get mad.
Yeah.
If you don't know what they want.
Angry.
Yeah, and the other thing I kind of want to throw on there, is that they're also going to accept the fact that you have, like, they're going to let you talk about your boundaries. You know what I mean? If they don't let you, like, you try to even just bring up the fact that you have boundaries, or just try to tell them some type of way you feel, whether it's good, bad, whatever, they shut it down right away. That's a sign of a toxic, that's a sign of a toxic person, because somebody who's healed wants to talk about their emotions, wants to talk about their feelings, and let you know, hey, I got emotions, I got feelings, and exactly, and you may not know that you hurt me, and I'm going to let you know, not fighting, but I'm going to let you know so you know not to do it in the future. And if they shut it down before you, hey, that really hurt my feelings. I hurt your feelings. Well, it was your fault that you're so emotional, you know, or you have so many feelings. Like, people like that, they got to go. So if you got somebody in your life like that, you need to put them on the chopping board. That's
I'm telling you, you will, once you're healed, or at least on the path to healing, you will look for the way they talk. I can tell you by the way somebody talks, why they're single, or what their future holds. It's crazy. So be aware. Don't let lust lead you. Love and lust look a lot alike. One is ego-based and selfish, and one is selfless and giving. And so today we got one more thing for you to do, Tracy. Okay. Now she is amazing, guys. I'm telling y'all can expect big things coming from this woman, because she is a class act and a total package. But what we're gonna ask you to do now is just relax, have fun with it, but look in the camera and speak to your new husband, okay? And tell him, when you get me as a wife, so let him know what kind of woman he's getting, girl. Don't be shy and brag. It's okay. This is where you want to brag, okay?
This is where I want to brag.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, honey. I can't wait for you to come home. I'm excited to meet you.
I love it.
I'm open to new things, new relationships, new adventures. I'm honest. I'm loyal. I'm respectful. I'm still healing, but that's a part of my growth. And that's okay. I'm just waiting for you to come.
It's cute. Anything else you want to say? Anything else you want to say? Now, as far as, like, I know you're an entrepreneur.
Yes, I am an entrepreneur. So I would like you to either be in the same mind frame, or if you're in a career that you love and you went to school for it and that's your passion, I'm down with that too. I just want you to be able to meet what I have or match what I have, or we can talk about it. It has to be a give and take. I'm all about conversation and communication.
Awesome. I'm excited.
Hey, y'all want to meet Tracy? Y'all guys call the Matchmaker Hotline at 866-479-8752, or check out the Matchmaker Hotline. So at matchmakerhotline.com. Check us out on Facebook at the Matchmaker Hotline. Check out our YouTube at the Matchmaker Hotline. I mean, you can also go to the show, you know what I'm saying?
And to get more information about everything we have coming up, just amberneal.com, and go to the shop tab, and you can actually get tickets to our singles and couples comedy nights out at the new Comedy Club, the Comedy Lounge on 1960 and Crush Comedy Lounge over in Richmond. So y'all go to amberneal.com for more information. Go to the shop tab, you can get that, and you can get a copy of my new book, How My Kitty Betrayed Me, on sale now. Autograph it, send it out to you. And thanks to...
Well, I was going to say, before we close out the show, now, Tracy, I know you have your own business, so let's give yourself a shameless promo. Yes. Tell everybody what your business is, where they can find you, if they, what services you offer, and then, we'll move on.
I have a fresh juice business. I just got a new location, 1880 South Dairy Ashford, Houston, Texas, 77007. I also deliver to... We're open from 9 to 6, depending on if a client needs to come late after work. I will stay. Gotta make the bread. It's a fresh juice business. I do smoothies, bowls. I sell elderberries, sea moss. Like, we're incorporating all this healthy life in your system.
Nice.
And my Instagram is Juice by Tracy.
Juice by Tracy. Hey. All right, guys. And hopefully, if we have anything to do with it, she's going to have to add a new last name on that, okay?
Yes. Right.
All right, guys. Well, we are going to wrap up the show today, and we've had so much fun. Again, catch me at Fox 26 tonight at 10:30.
Absolutely. And y'all guys know where to find us at on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. You can either hit us up at The Amber Neal Show on Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. Check out the Boss Up Houston Network on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all that beautiful stuff. And of course, make sure y'all guys follow us on our personal social medias too to find out all the amazing things we got going down here in H-Town. As Amber said, she's got her 2 nights at Comedy Lounge and Crush Comedy Lounge. And of course, I have my very own night for bringing an LGBTQ night out there for my fellow family in the community. You know, we're going to be doing something really fun. We're going to be doing a little game night. So make sure y'all guys check it out. Follow us online. Subscribe, like, comment, share. And we will be back here tomorrow for Effin' Friday with a very special guest, Hall of Famer, pro wrestler, Stevie Ray. And of course, let's not forget our every Effin' Friday co-host, Ryan Yarbrough. So we'll be back here tomorrow for Effin' Friday. We will catch y'all then. Peace out.
Yeah.
Maridate is for committed couples that are either engaged or married and would like to keep the dating in their marriage, fight for the family, and lower the divorce rate one couple at a time. We plan 30 to 50 events a month that include workshops, seminars, webinars, experts, and events all around town. This is for couples that want to develop friendships with other like-minded couples that take their marriage and vows seriously. We will also be offering premarital help so that you will not be a statistic. Would you and your partner like to take international vacations together with other couples and at group rates? When you are home, you will learn your city as you go to each new event. Your membership includes all of our locations. We take the guesswork out of creating, having, and keeping a strong marriage. Contact us today.